Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 Role-Playing. I'm your host, Admiral Tintin. I must apologize for the delay in these videos as I've been under the weather as of late. But if you wish to, please leave a comment below, and as always, enjoy the show. So, I was charging my phone and the podcam and making a call. I did call the individual that runs the TTC, or the contracting company, if you will. They told me that I can use this machine to go ahead and dig in my field. Apparently, these big knobby teeth will not be affected by the ground. They will eat through it like it was butter, apparently. So I'm allowed to use it to cut in the field. They did mention that just to put it back when I'm done. Don't get too carried away with it. Don't dump it in the water, obviously. So, yeah, all good. They didn't even ask me to clean it or nothing, not like I could. But they just said, go ahead, use it up, and do what I got to do with it, and then park it when I'm done. So, let's get to her, I guess. We don't have to... Oh, my boss is spying on me, I see. Dirty, dirty. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut in some fields. And, let's go ahead and switch up to the bird cam so that way the boss can have a good look at the field that I'm cutting in, and you can all see what I'm cutting in. But I would really like to cut this field in from my view. Let me go put a line in this way first before we go ahead and go to bird cam. I prefer to do it this way, just because this is my perspective and podcam perspective rather than the bird's eye view. So this will be a lot better this way. Look at that, eh? That'll be really close. Oh, isn't that wonderful? So yeah, we get to chew up our first field, so we're cutting it in for the very first time. This is pretty exciting to me. I actually get to cut my field in. I'm really, really stoked about this right now. You have no idea how happy I am to actually be able to cut in my first field. Oh, we're hitting some really bumpy ground here. Let's go ahead and put that down. Chew that up really good. So, yeah, we're getting to cut in this field today and maybe get the rocks out of it if there's any rocks in it. And after that, then we get to seed the field. Yeah. Put in some oats. We won't get too close to the water's edge just in case. Put in some nice fresh oat seed, and get it growing, and then we'll have to fertilize and, you know, make sure the weeds stay down. So we'll have to do herbicide or use a weeder. But unfortunately, because I'm still trying to save my money, even though I got a fair bit of it, excuse me, sorry about that. Even though I still got a fair bit of money, I want to save it because I'm looking to get a tractor, and then I'll trade in the John Deere Gator and get a tractor and get some equipment for that tractor and so forth. But we're going to plow in and do everything we can with that John Deere Gator first, so that we're not, you know, too wasteful, I guess. There's no sense in being wasteful. If the John Deere can handle it, why bother buying a nice fancy tractor? There's just no reason for it. So we'll go ahead and get this field cut in, and let me switch up the bird cam for you so you can see me cutting it in for a little bit here. There you go. Now the boss can see me cutting in my field. No longer his, it's now mine. It's all bought and paid for. Isn't that glorious? Oh, look at that. Nice swampy water. Isn't that a pretty view, though? We'll cut close to the edge of that, but we don't want to get too close to it because it could be really, really mucky in there. Wow, this thing's chewing up the dirt like nobody's business. All those other scar points, I guess we'll call it, is where I was chewing out the trees. That's interesting seeing it from the bird's eye view. The boss's perspective is quite a bit different than mine, obviously. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut this field in really nice. Cut around the hills here. I'm not sure if we should go any further than where I'm cutting it in right now. Simply because I would like to put some buildings down and so forth. Oh, it sounded like a little doggy out there. Maybe that crew has got a dog. So I'd definitely like to get, get everything sorted out. But I would like to get some buildings in, some grain silos, because I'm going to need a grain silo. I'd like to get a house put in here now, that sort of thing. And since they knocked the rocks out from the top of the hill here, that were up there that I wanted to keep, maybe we'll put our house up there. Who knows? Maybe that'll be our grain silo. Maybe it'll be something else. I guess it's all in whatever I plan to do and however we want to do it. So yeah, that'll be great. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting in this field here. I'll let you watch on the bird cam for a while if you want. I don't see any harm in it. It's not going to do any damage. We'll cut a couple rows in, I'll tell you that much, and then from there on out we'll go ahead and I'll switch back to PodCam and turn it off for a little bit so that you're not too bothered with me cutting in this field any great length of time. And then I'll come back to it to save on the batteries as well, and then I'll come back to it and we'll get to seeding. Well, we got to plow it, I would suspect, and then we'll get the seeding. So you'll get to see me plowing it and then getting it ready for seed, and then we'll have to roll it. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to get a roller. So maybe I can buy one or rent one from the boss, Dave, there at the shop, and see if he's got a roller that we can use to roll the field. We want to make sure that we pack those seeds down. And if we dig up a lot of stone, we're going to need something to remove those stones. So we may have to rent equipment for that. A few things anyway. So yeah, if you've got any ideas or any thoughts, on what you think we can do with this field, or where you think we can put. Boss is zooming way out. Why? I don't know. Anyway, where you think we should put everything. That'd be kind of cool if you want to put your input in on that. But I got a pretty good idea, I think. But we'll plan it out. Always plan it out. Prior preparation and planning prevents a poor performance. So we'll make sure we always plan and then put it in, just like we did with the trees here. I don't want to dig too far over, and I don't want to cut too far into that edge over there. It's, it doesn't have to be stupid crazy big. Just a little field, just enough to start making some income. So yeah, any input's always good input, regardless of what it is. Even if you disagree with something and don't agree with how I'm doing it, or may not like it, I'm okay with that. I'm good with constructive criticism. I enjoy it. It's nothing harsh. So, but yeah, I won't see it for at least a day. It takes a while for the services to be provided out here, but you're welcome to shoot me a message and let me know what you think. Since the PodCam works really good, and obviously the boss has got his little plans on things, and he likes to play around with his bird cam. There he goes again. He's watching me. What a guy. So I'm all for, information. And like I was saying earlier, I'm getting a tractor, so I would like to hear your thoughts on what you think would be a good tractor. What make, brand, model, type, you know, that sort of thing. But we got to remember it's got to be small. Can't be a lot of money because I can't afford a huge amount of, you know, I can't afford giant hours tractor. It's just not feasible for me to get a big tractor. I can't afford it. So the boss is goofy with his camera right now, playing around, silly bugger. Isn't that interesting? Yes, boss, that's me sitting in there. You see, I even dyed my beard. Yes. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys all while I was doing logging over the days. I decided my gray beard just looked a little too gray for me, so we went ahead and we got some of my box of dye out from my bags and went ahead and we dyed her up and washed her off and got her all back to its more or less original color. I don't like looking old even though I'm out here alone. Besides, I gotta look pretty for camera. Pretty for the boss. He'll probably text me later and say, nah, I don't look that pretty, even though he just zoomed in on me. Oh! But anyway, yeah, so any ideas or good ideas, any thoughts or, you know, concepts that you think would be cool out here, I'd love to hear them. And like I was saying, you know, equipment, being the tractor and that sort of thing, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that too as, you know, time progresses. So obviously, I'm all for it. You know, any idea is a good idea because it helps me think about different ways to do things and maybe something I never thought about that you guys might come up with. So that'd be cool. And yes, that goes for you too, boss, because you've got a pretty snazzy yard yourself, and I always liked how organized it was. So yeah. Oh, there we go. I get to switch back to PodCam here. I was trying to find the button. So yeah, I'll go ahead and finish cutting this in. It might take me a little while, but I will definitely bring it back in once she's all done. And we'll get to plowing, and then we'll see what kind of stones we got. So hang in there, and we'll see you soon. Alright, off we go to return the vehicle to its place. We're done. Thankfully, we have it all cut in. I did contact Jacob. He was just happy, tickled pink that he was able to assist. Gee, she's a windy day here. Hang on a second. I gotta turn down my my PodCam a little bit. She's a little windy. Alright, here we are to return the vehicle to Jacob's company, the TTC, and we're going to go ahead and park her back where we found her. Apparently some of the boys have been out here doing their thing. We're going to go ahead and just back her up real nice and easy here. Try not to hit anything. Looks like they got some sort of a washer out. Maybe they're going to, uh-oh. I just smoked that, didn't I? I don't see any damages. It's a good thing it's tough equipment and I wasn't going too fast. I can't believe I just whacked that. Better look at my mirrors instead of a pressure washer laying in the middle of the road. I guess they're getting ready to wash equipment. I don't know. Okay. We'll lower that down. Yep. Turn her off. All right. Beauty. So we are done not. See, pressure washer. I don't know what it's doing in the middle of the road, but hey, whatever. I guess they're cleaning equipment. Something maybe to do over the holidays. I don't know. As far as I knew, all the guys were gone. So maybe there's just a caretaker and he's going to stay behind to clean that stuff up, so I have no idea. But Jacob was enthused that I got it done with his machine. He was surprised I got it done so quick since it's on a slow crawl. So, yeah, interesting. We're going to go ahead and get in this old unit. And why is my boss always spying on me? Jeez. Gotta quit doing that. Okay. I say boss because, yeah, kind of hard not to say boss anymore. So I guess we're going to go ahead and get our plow out of there since I buried it in behind the trailer here. Yeah, we look good. Alright. There we go. The auto hookup works. And we'll just pull it over here. Go ahead and get her out of the way. Auto detach. Here we go. And off we go this way. We're going to go ahead and hook up our plow. Auto hook up. Nope, she didn't grab. Oh yeah, she did. Beauty. We're on. Looks good. Yep. Alright. Now, we get to get our field cut in. Oh, the joy. This is awesome. I'm so excited. If you're wondering why the Jeep is so dirty, holy cow, are we cruising. I forgot to drop the plow. Yeah, no, I just gotta turn my speed down. Don't want to wreck the equipment. I'm going a little too fast even now. Okay. So I did return, obviously, the equipment there. We're getting her plowed in for the first time. This is great. The reason why the gator is so dirty is because while I was waiting for the pod cam to recharge, I figured I'd go on a little muck ride. Well, come on. It's got 6 wheels. Why not? It's all good fun, right? So went out to the woods out there, actually out by that mountain. There's a big mud pit. I figured I'd have a run around in, and it was good fun for a while. Filled her up on gas afterward, and that's why the money's a little lower than usual. And yeah, had a good time. Had a lot of fun. Something to enjoy the day with. I wasn't out too long, like what, an hour? Out there, somewhere in there. But you know, hey, why not? If you're not having fun out on the farm, what is the point of being on the farm? Cropping in is good. Getting your crops done is good. Getting your field done is good. Getting all the work done is good. But you gotta have a little bit of fun once in a while, and I mean that's why you got toys, right? That's why there's dirt bikes and quads and things like this gator. You know, you gotta have a little bit of fun. No sense in enjoying, or no sense in the hard work if you're not going to have a little fun afterward. Got to enjoy the day. Get your work done first and then enjoy it afterward, of course. I do apologize for the podcam. I was trying to fix the audio on it. It seems it still catches the wind, from which you can kind of hear, and does tend to crackle once in a while, which is annoying. So I do hope and apologize if that is coming through, and hope that doesn't disturb things too much. So we are cutting into the field, right? It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, we are. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep cutting in this field as much as I can. We'll plow it all in, make sure it's all good. And it looks like it's already kind of pre-plowed. That machine did a plow job and sort of cultivated at the same time. So that was pretty interesting. Oh, what's going on here? Well, it's cutting. It just looks like it's not really plowing to me. Oh, weird. Okay. Well, it's in the ground, so we know it's plowing. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing this, and I want to see you afterwards. So I'm definitely going to, keep doing this for a while until we're done. But I don't mind talking, sitting here on the podcam and kicking the dirt and discussing things and enjoying the view and the day. It's quite beautiful out here. I am really enjoying that. So that's a good thing. Quiet. It's very quiet. Unfortunately. I don't hear much for birds either. Weird. Maybe because they cut down all the trees. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them. That could be a reason for it. I did realize something too. Once we're done plowing this, we're going to need to cultivate it. And I don't have a cultivator, so I may have to go see Dave at the shop for a rental on a cultivator. Or if he's got a small one for cheap, maybe we'll just buy it because we're going to be doing this frequently enough. So that's an opportunity we may have to think about, but I don't want to buy a cultivator that's small when we're going to get a tractor, but maybe the tractor will be small enough that the cultivator will work good. So, who knows? We'll just keep at her until we're done. But I know my time is running short as far as the podcam again. Batteries are finicky. I don't know what the deal is. The boss did call me when I was, out playing around, and he mentioned that this podcam was a little old, so it tends to have some issues with it. So, including the battery life, it seems to be expiring quicker and quicker these days. But that's all right. I'm going to keep you on it as long as I can, so that you enjoy the view of me doing the work. What's the point of it if you're not seeing me do the work? Then you don't see the work getting done. Spin this around. So yeah, we'll definitely get her cut in and finish plowing it out. Probably doubling over some of the areas, but we'll find out soon enough. I just got a funny feeling that this plow just isn't doing its job. It just doesn't seem like I'm plowing this field. I'm going to shut that off. I just, I just got a feeling it's not plowing the field. It looks to be like the blades are down, the ground's pulling up. Well, I'm going to go to the boss's bird cam and see. Well, we're grinding. We are definitely plowing. Yeah. Well, the eagle eye says we're plowing, so in that little drone, it should be right. Oh man, he's fast with that, I tell you. It says we're plowing, so we're plowing. Let's just keep at her until we're done. I don't have much more to go with this little plow, but we'll plow pretty quick. Just doesn't feel like it. I'm not pulling a lot of weight or anything. Maybe I'm just pulling like, I don't know. I think there's something defective with it, but yet it shows that we can see it, we're plowing. So we're plowing. What am I arguing about? I don't know. Arguing over the fact that it doesn't feel like I'm pulling a lot of plow weight? Could be, because it really doesn't. I literally can hammer down on the throttle right now. I don't feel any bog or resistance like I should. So that's kind of concerning. I wonder if those blades are turned in good enough, but I don't know. We just went to the bird cam. You saw what I saw. So as far as I know, we're plowing. I think I've got one more strip to come by on the left side here, and then we're done with that. And we're all cut in. Well, I honestly can't tell where we've plowed. The field looks the same as when we ground it with that big machine there. Whatever. We'll run another strip down this way, and then we'll park it, and then we'll get ready for the seed and stuff. But before that, I've got to charge this pod cam one more time, I guess, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But I won't let you miss out. I'll make sure you're here for the seeding and everything and the cultivating. I'm not going to let you miss out on that. So I won't do anything until the pod cam's charged. I might go have fun, but you know. Man, let's lift her up. Yep, we're done with that. I really couldn't tell if we plowed or not. It didn't feel like any resistance, so I don't know. Okay, back her in here. Lower her down. And disconnect. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to park here for now. We're going to charge up the old pod cam, and I will cut you back in when we're done with that. Oh, welcome back, everybody. It's a little after noon, just about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. I've had to go down to the store while the pod cam was charging. You probably see it from where I'm standing, but I had to go buy a seeder. I went to go and hook this one up, and I forgot that it's not a seed crop, it's a plantation crop planter. So I couldn't use it. I had to go and grab a seeder because obviously I'm not planting corn or cotton. So I had to go buy an old seeder. Dave had one kicking around the shop. He's cleaned it up, he's painted it, that sort of thing. You know, it keeps it looking like new, but it's old nonetheless. Excuse me. So it will do the job. There's a bit of stone on the field, but I really don't care. I don't have the machinery to really pull equipment to de-stone anything. And yes, boss, you can see me. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the boss see me from a distance, and you know, that way you guys can see me planting here. So let's go ahead and get some crop in the ground. We're planting oats, seeding oats. Shouldn't say planting, we're seeding oats. And let's set my cruise control down because I am flooring it already. Let's make sure everything is on here and I'm not just dragging rotor for nothing. Well, seems to be on. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out, eh? Am I on or not? It was a planting. Looks like I got some seed in the ground, so yep. Okay, let's continue on then. Make sure we're still getting seed in the ground here. Yep, we're good. So we're just gonna go ahead and seed right over top of the stones. I know there's a few of them in the field, but I can't do much about it. Just, you know, like I said, I don't have the power to pull a rock picker at this point. And even if I do, it's going to be in a little extra something. And in all honesty, where am I going to dump the stone right now? I mean, the quarry guys are closed, and the guys doing the bridge work would probably use the stone, but yeah, they're not here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Just a bit of field stone here and there. We'll grow around it. So we're going to get this nice crop in today, and feel good. Just feel good. It's a feel good day. Lots of crop going in. Gonna have some fun with this coming up, and gonna enjoy the harvest when it does happen. It's gonna take probably 4 to 6 months for this to come in, depending on weather. So I guess we'll see how it goes from there. It's been a pretty warm day. I'm kind of sweaty. I should have worn something a little lighter, but I'm already wearing a t-shirt. Maybe I should have went no shirt. Okay, lift up that back end there. We're just oversteering a little too much. Let's keep the seed in the ground, hey, not on the grass like that. I can't turn for squirts right now. It's a little hard to turn with this unit, it seems. She doesn't want to turn very easy. It's not like I'm driving a tractor, so that's a good point. But we'll do it all with the gator, one way or another. She's going to get in the ground. We're going to seed it like we're doing now. We're going to fertilize. We're going to do all the stuff that we'd normally do with the tractor, but we're going to do with the gator. I figured it couldn't be done. Wouldn't be done. I was hating this thing when I first looked at it. Now I'm finding it to be quite the useful tool. So I guess you can just follow me along on the old spy cam there and watch me seed this field, because I know I'm going to enjoy seeding it, and not at robust speeds here. Like, let's slow it down. We're not in a hurry. Let's get every seed in the ground and not chucked across the water line. That would be fantastic. Yeah, the turning ratio is not good. She's pretty ugly. But as you can see, it's already plowed up really nice. We got a nice big stretch of yard that we managed to get from those, from taking out that little bit of trees. And can you imagine, I should say can't imagine, can you remember me doing all this with that push mower? I actually mowed all this with the trees in place, and even a little further, and up on some of the areas that I didn't plow up. It's pretty amazing that I did all that with a push mower. Excuse me, holy, it seems like I can never get my throat wet enough. I'm always coughing or struggling to breathe, it seems, out here. I don't know why, it just is. Could be the dust. I'm kicking up quite a bit of dust. I'd imagine that's probably what it is. Ooh, we're turning hard. Oh, hey, my boss can watch from my view now. So yeah, it's going to be a very nice day to get this crop in. Let's see where our crop line is. Shadows from the trees really blanket out on me. I can hardly see it. We'll turn on our daytime lights. There we go. Off to the races again. Takes a little bit of getting used to put the seeder to the ground, but we're getting there. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, I guess, because I'm using older equipment, and of course I'm not used to older equipment. I'm used to that brand new stuff, and you know, I always complained about how many gears and gadgets and digits and gizmos and whatnots were in the new tractors and new combines and headers and all that stuff, and now I'm back to the old dinosaur age, and now I'm not used to it. I prefer the older, but now I'm regretting it. So we'll do what we can here. You know, there goes some deer, hey? Having fun, running around, running across my windshield. No, not like I don't need a new one. Oh boy, they're everywhere. Get away from me, you silly. Hey. The heck out of here. Silly animals. Silly animals. We'll beep the horn. Look at that bird. Let's run over the bird. Looked like a blue jay, actually. Thought it was a crow from a distance. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'll keep filming, but what I'll do is I'll make sure I put this section of the film that the PodCam creates on a time lapse for you, so you can still see me do the work at this point, just not in such slow progression. And then we'll bring it back to normal. I might even put it up on the old bird cam for you so you can see that way. Alright, hopefully it's fair enough, and we'll see you soon. Alright, so we're back again. Now that you've seen me seed the crop in, we're going to go ahead and park this seeder. I guess we'll park it right about here. Don't really matter at the moment. Drop it off. There we go. And now we have another issue. Not one I care to admit that I've made a mistake on. Is that I've got to go get a roller since there's none here. And we need a roller in order to roll the field. So what I'm going to do is bip off to the shop and pick up a roller and then come right back with it, and then we can get the field rolled in. So I'll go ahead and see you when I get back to here, I suppose, with the roller. Alright? Okay, so we're back and we have the roller, and we've also bought ourselves a large weight. I guess you could say it's a 1-ton weight that we purchased in order to counteract the weight of the roller on the Gator. How this thing does not snap that front axle to shreds or whatever, break it apart, I don't know. I don't do physics, but it works. So we're gonna go ahead and get to work here and make things possible. Well, let's go ahead and lower this down and get rolling. Ooh-wee. She's a bit hard to roll, but we're rolling. I gotta say, I'm definitely putting the transmission to this Gator to extreme harsh conditions. Hoping it will survive the haul of this. It's got a lot more work to go yet, and I hope it gets done without breaking. Like I said, we already did a repair on it once, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go again soon, but you never know. Sometimes rebuilds can last a long time, and other days they just don't last at all. You're better out to buy a whole new one. But hopefully she lasts out long enough for me to get this crop in and get everything done for the first time. She's seen many days. So okay, if you want to stick with me and watch me roll this field out with the boss's bird cam there, then by all means, you know, I'm more than happy to have you watch, because it's why you're here, right? So give her heck and watch me roll out this field, and we'll catch you when I'm done. Or am I even rolling it out is the question. Okay, kind of looks like I am. Kind of looks like I'm not. Kind of might be, kind of might not be, hey? That's a good question. Well, I'm rolling it out. You can definitely see the pattern change. So we'll just go ahead and continue with this, and we'll catch you when I'm done, and you can keep watching on the old speed cam. right, so we're all done with the rolling. And I'm just going to show you these lights that I get on here when it gets darker out. As you can see, they turn on automatically. And they go up quite a ways. Those are the lights on the gate. Well, on the weight. That's on the gator. So that makes it kind of cool. I like that. That's very neat. Yeah, they retract and they go in and all that good stuff. So they got quite a bit of a reach. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just shut everything off for now. We'll leave the weight attached. And then maybe that way the gator won't run away on us. You never know, it might develop legs one day and just take right off. Doesn't want to be here. So yeah, now we've got everything else in. We've got everything plowed in, or well, we've got it all plowed. We've got it seeded and rolled. So now we've got to wait a little while and see if Mother Nature takes care of the moisture problem, which it should. And then we can go ahead and put some fertilizer down, and hopefully for a rainy day, we'll get some rain, and then we can make sure the fertilizer sticks to the ground when it rains. So if it's not going to be raining and it's going to be dry, we'll have to use a liquid fertilizer. So a more obviously moist, it will absorb into the soil a lot quicker and into the seeds. Whereas dry, you need to have rain to help with it to take, obviously fertilize. So let us hope for some rain, and that'll be good. If not, then we're going to go with liquid fertilizer, and I don't think we're going to herbicide until we start seeing weeds. I'd rather not use herbicide out here, just simply because if we can get away without doing herbicide, we're going to. I don't like using poison on the earth, let alone the crop that we're growing and eventually going to eat in our bread, cereals, etc. So if I can do without the herbicide, I will definitely do without the herbicide. Fertilizer, I'd rather use organic, like cow manure or something, but you use what you got, and right now I don't see any cows, so until I put some cows here, we ain't gonna have any cows. So no liquid poo-poos or chunky poo-poos to be putting on the field. But till then, I will bid you adieu, and I appreciate you coming in for a view, and we definitely got to catch you on the next one. So I'm going to have a bite to eat and see what else we got in for a treat, and then I will definitely catch you on the morrow. So we'll see you then.